And just reading some of the other coaches' comments on websites and things like that, they feel like they missed a chance when they played us the first time, and they want to capitalize this time. So they're going to be ready to play. Both games are not going to be easy. I anticipate both of them being scratch out, claw, just dogfight. It's going to be tough.
It's almost, the conference tournament's a few weeks away, but it kind of almost feels like we got that postseason atmosphere right now, doesn't it?
And end of the season's always like this, unless you've got a huge, significant lead on everybody else. It always feels like towards the end of the year, you're getting ready for postseason. There's people jostling for position, and it's tough. We match up so well with the bottom three teams. They're going to feel like they have a chance to beat us, and so it's going to be tough.
What's it going to take to come out with wins on the road this week?
I think it's going to be effort, whoever wants it the most. I think it'll probably be some X's and O's, but I think it's just pure determination, whoever wants it most.
How do you approach a situation like this with your team when these games are this critical?
I try not to overplay it a little bit. I don't want it to over-exaggerate it to make someone nervous, but they do have to be aware of the situation. And I think we've done a good job the whole year of making people aware of the situation. We, at least once a week, one of our first meetings of the week or our film sessions, we put up on the whiteboard the conference standings and who's doing what and who's won how many games in a row and who's hot, and you can go to ESPN and you can look at bracketology, and they'll try to predict the NCAA tournament, and they'll have little arrows. They'll have a little red arrow pointing down if the team's not doing very well, or they have a green arrow pointing up saying that the team is doing well and moving up in standings. And we kind of do the same thing. I'll do a little up arrow. Hey, Sac State has won 6 in a row right now. They're hot. Eastern Washington is staying about the same. So we try to look at everything.
Coach, at the start of the conference season, you guys were doing really well. Everything was clicking and picking up, wins in a row, and then went on the road and kind of lost momentum. Is that where you think, is it the loss of momentum that's kind of where you're at still, or is there something that you...
I think we're still struggling a little bit with the momentum, if you want to look at it that way. Even though I feel like we played hard against Montana State, it was just some of the things that we can control that we didn't. Rebounding in one game. The other game, it's taking care of the ball, getting good shots. It's not necessarily what those two teams did, but it's what we didn't do. But our last 5 games have been really hard. You got Eastern Washington and Portland State, who are 1 and 2 in the conference. And then you go and you play Sac State, who's the hottest team in the conference, who's won 6 in a row. And then you have the Montanas at home. And you've got Montana, who's always very good at home. And then you've got Montana State, who's got a tremendously talented team. So those stretch of 5 games have been tough. And we've got to stay confident as best we can and just keep working hard and control what we can control and keep moving forward.